We are 12 days away from the impeachment trial of suspended Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. We've seen a lot of documents about evidence and moves from Paxton's legal team, but there is still a lot that we just don't know. Natalie Haddad has more about the secrecy surrounding this trial.
Articles of impeachment against Warren Kenneth Paxton, attorney.
Secrecy has become a big part of the impeachment trial for the now suspended Attorney General Ken Paxton. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick once promising, quote, total transparency in a radio interview with Mark Davis.
Let me just say this, that if there is a trial, there will be total transparency and it will be handled properly.
Closed session meetings, the witness list, and deliberations will be kept confidential. Political science professor Cal Jilson says because the impeachment trial is not a criminal one, it can be more private than other processes.
This is a legislative exercise, so it's a different branch of government. They do set their own rules.
Professor Jilson believes the secrecy was likely intentional to try to control lawyers on both sides.
The lawyers talk for a living, and they try to shape public opinion. What Dan Patrick, as the presiding officer, is we can't allow these guys to be out there chattering about this and telling the public things that may be true, may not be true.
But not everything is under wraps. Pretrial motions were expected to be private, but were ultimately made public. We also know how the Senate is handling conflicts of interest, specifically Senator Angela Paxton, the Attorney General's wife. Senators will act as the jury in this trial.
She could not reasonably sit as a juror, and I think Dan Patrick and the other senators recognize that and removed her, so she won't vote.
Most everything will come to light once the impeachment trial is underway. During this historic time, Professor Jilson says anything can happen.
This is the first impeachment of a statewide elected official in Texas in 100 years.
In Dallas, I'm Natalie Haddad.
Yeah, so we're going to have live gavel-to-gavel coverage of this trial along with in-depth analysis from our team of experts, and you can watch it on our streaming app, WFAA+.